I'm at the airport and I'm ready to go. I have 2 flights. There are no straight flights to Edinburgh, so I'm going to Stockholm and then from there to Edinburgh. And I'm looking all flustered since it's really hot in my Tommy and doodler and wool coat. But I'm going and I'm so excited. Hi, so a super quick check-in. I've just gotten to my hotel. It's 6:15 and I should be at Aqua since 6 o'clock. So I'm going to be heading down there in a minute because I need to eat anyway, so I just might as well see if this will let me in. Yeah, this day has been not so good. My flight from Stockholm was delayed. It ended up being delayed that I arrived like 90 minutes later than I was supposed to. So it was always tight, but I should have had just enough time to check into the hotel, leave my bags here, and take the bus to the Risk Factory where my Colors of Edinburgh class was. But now I just ended up going straight from the airport to there and still being about 20 minutes late. So and I had a huge migraine when the plane landed. It started, it just seems to be a thing, landing and getting a migraine. But anyway, I really do need to head out to eat something so it doesn't return. I'll check back in later this evening and talk about what I did in the class. Okay, so I'm back at the hotel. It's about 9 o'clock and I'm really tired. I'm just gonna do a quick recap of the day and then head to the shower and read a bit before falling asleep so that I'm feeling energetic tomorrow. Sorry for the shakiness. I have to put the camera on my bed as well. This room isn't very well suited for filming yourself. So I had a morning flight to Stockholm and then from Stockholm to Edinburgh, and the Stockholm-Edinburgh flight was 90 minutes late. So I thought I would have time to check into my hotel and take a bus to the Risk Factory where I was having a class, but that didn't happen. So I had to go straight from the airport to there, and I was still late. So I was all flustered when I got into the classroom. Everyone was very nice about me being late, and I caught up pretty quickly to what they were doing. So the class was called Colors of Edinburgh, and it was taught by Felicity Ford. And I heard about Felicity's Knitsonic project, you could call it, I think, method, Knitsonic method, last summer when I was at the Jyväskylä Summer Festival taking Isolde Teague's class, and she mentioned Felicity and showed her book there. So when I saw that Felicity was teaching at the Edinburgh Yarn Festival, I signed up when the classes came available. Sorry, I'm really tired. Came available, and what I mostly look for in classes is inspiration, insight into designing knitwear, and new ways of looking at things. And this was definitely one of them. She handed us photos of different scenes in nature, mostly rocks, and then we had to pick one and pick certain elements from that and start charting and picking colors. We used Jamieson and Smith colors, yarn that she had there, the 2-ply, and they matched really well with the photos, and she had a lot of them. So this is what I did there. My photo was of rocks with a golden lichen. So that was really interesting and inspiring, and now all I want to do is take photos of places I find interesting and make colorwork patterns from them. So there might be some colorwork mitts and socks and cogs in the future. Yeah, so that was really a nice class. I really enjoyed it. And then if I had been on time and had checked into the hotel, I would have been able to go straight from the class to the knit night in Aqua. But as that was not the case, I had to come to my hotel, check in, and I was just ready to collapse. But I was really hungry, so I needed to go out anyway. So I decided to go to Aqua, and I was there maybe around 7 o'clock, and a waiter very kindly showed me to a table that was basically a table for one. It had one chair. The table was a normal sized table, so I sat there all by myself for a while and was feeling really quite stupid. I ordered some food and was waiting for that, and then I just noticed that I recognized a few of the folk, and they were from Finland. Tiina, the owner of Titity and Tukuvuul, and Siina, and I don't remember her real name, but she's Kramox on Ravelry, and Tiina's husband. So I invited them to share my table, so I had some company, and very nice company at that, so thank you once again. And after I had eaten, the exhaustion really set in, so around 8:30 I left, and I came back to the hotel. My hotel is located in the new town, so I took a bus, and now I'm just relaxing, pretty soon falling asleep. Tomorrow is a full day at the marketplace, and I'm really looking forward to it. So the first day was not as successful and enjoyable as I would have liked, but I'm still glad to be here and really looking forward to tomorrow. So I'm gonna say good night now and see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is now Friday, and I'm heading to the marketplace. It is a bit past 8, and as I was taking a class yesterday, I have my wristband already, and I get the added bonus of getting in at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock when the market opens officially. And last evening I noticed that the organizers posted about bus delays. There are some emergency roadworks happening, so I'm heading out well in advance so that I don't get stuck in traffic while the marketplace is already open. So I'm going to take you with me and talk to you later today. Bye! Right, so I just got off the bus, feeling a bit self-conscious talking on the road with cars going by, but anyway, there were no other knitters on the bus. I was sort of counting on not having to do this alone, but here I am. I'm walking down Chester Avenue and I should be there in about 5 minutes. It's now 9 o'clock, so the bus was super fast. Really happy to have taken the advice of taking bus number 30 here. See you soon inside the corn exchange. Bye! A quick check-in here. I've been here about an hour, so it's about 10 o'clock. Everyone else is going to be getting in as well. I've already met some of the people I was in class with yesterday, and I ran into Vero from Along the Lanes podcast and Katie from Inside Number 23 and had a little chat with them. I did some shopping already. It's not full of yarn, it also has my shawl in it. I just bought some of the things that I knew I wanted to get and that were probably going to run out before I would have had the chance to see them again. So going to go out and explore some more. that was amazing. I've just spent a little over 6 hours at the marketplace, and it was intense. Amazing, but really intense. And as you can hear, my voice is a bit worn out. It was very busy, very loud, very hot, and even though I was by myself, it seemed I did quite a lot of talking. I ran into people that I knew from online. I had agreed to meet someone, and yeah, because I was by myself, so when I was eating or just resting, the people next to me were kind enough to have a little chat with me. I met, when I got in, the first people that I ran into almost immediately were Vero from Along the Lanes podcast and Katie from Inside Number 23. And to my great surprise and delight, Vero recognized me and we had a bit of a chat there, and then I introduced myself to Katie and told her that I loved her podcast. And yeah, I talked to people while queuing to get into a booth, or what do you call them? And while getting food, and while sitting down at a table that I just squeezed in. I don't know those people's names, but it was very nice to meet them. I ran into people I had taken a class with yesterday, so exchanged a few words with those people, and yeah, it was amazing. I went to the podcaster meetup and I spotted Helen of the Curious Handmade podcast there, and she was one of the people that I really wanted to talk to, and so I went up to her and just told her that I admired her and found her podcast really inspiring, and told her about my business and how I really like to listen to her, because she's not doing the same thing, but she's running her own business in the fiber industry, so that's really nice. I said hi to Louise from the Knit British podcast, who ran the podcast Lounge with Blagger Yarns. I had emailed back and forth with her with all my questions about what to do in a podcast lounge, and it turned out to be exactly as easy as she said. Just turn up and talk to people, and that's what I did. I saw Eric from the 6 Plus Twine podcast, and I said hi to him as well. And then I was supposed to meet Maria from the Tassin Knits podcast and Tassin Knits Yarn, and she saw me sitting in the podcast lounge, so she came up and we talked quite a bit there. She's a very lovely person. I actually also met a viewer of the podcast. She was Helen's friend from Sweden, and we got to talking, and she said that she watches my podcast, so that was really super fun and also quite odd. The people that I know watch my podcast that I've met in real life are the people that are local to me in Helsinki, so I've seen them in the meetings there. Yeah, and as usually happens, I find large social gatherings like that I get very nervous there, and really nervous, and I think my linguistic output turns into mush, and I can barely get sentences out. It's partly, of course, because English is not my first language, but I find that happens with Finnish as well. I just mumble words and they don't make any sense. So I'm a bit embarrassed now that I think of my conversation with Helen and Vero and Katie and Maria and all the people whose names I don't know. I'm sorry that I was so awkward. I promise I'm really not that awkward and odd if you get to know me, but it was just the combination of having to shout, not really knowing what to say, but wanting to say something. So yeah, but I had fun, and I'm really tired, and I'm really shopped out. I got so much yarn. I would say it's embarrassing, but it's not. I had a budget, and I think I didn't even spend as much as I had set myself the limit for. I'm going to talk about more of my purchases and show them to you properly on the next podcast episode. My voice isn't really up to it right now, and I think I'll just want to go into more in depth on why I got them. But I will lay them all out on the bed and do a quick montage of those. And I'm just really going to relax now for an hour before I need to head back out to the corn exchange for the Kaylee. I'm really excited to be going there, but I am pretty tired, so I'm just gonna put the kettle on, have a cup of tea, eat a bit of chocolate, and hopefully there's TV up there, so hopefully I can get it to work and there's something fun and mindless to watch. So thank you to everyone who I met today. You really did make my day, and hopefully I will run into you sometime again. This is me popping in from the future to let you know that I did not do any filming at the Kaylee. Well, I did a bit, but I don't feel like it's something that I can share without asking permission. And I will talk about that more. Let's say I was a bit tired, but the food was good and the music was good. And yeah, so what you'll see next is something from my Sunday, which is my Saturday, when I went to the Holyrood Palace and then climbed up to Arthur's Seat. And now I'll let you view the footage. So it's Sunday morning. It's time for me to head home. I wish I could stay longer. I would still like to explore more of Edinburgh City, and I would like to hop on a train or a bus and go somewhere to view the Highlands, do a bit of hiking, just enjoy the beautiful views. But I'm already planning next year's trip, so hopefully I will have more time then and we'll get to do that there. So yesterday's footage sort of stopped really abruptly, so I climbed up to Arthur's Seat, and that's where I left you. I did a bit of pottering around the shops. I didn't do much shopping, but I did find a nice tea shop. And then I met Maria of the Lina Knits Yarn and podcast for dinner and drinks, and we just had a wonderful time. It was really lovely meeting you, Maria, and let's meet again next year and stay in touch in the meanwhile. But yeah, I have no footage of those things. I guess I'm really not that good at vlogging, but this was my first go at it, so hope I didn't do too badly, and hope you enjoyed the main part, which is the marketplace that I wanted to share with you. Right, so I'll get on with my packing and head to the airport, and we'll do a proper podcast when I get home. I will first compile these into a special episode that you're viewing at the moment, I suppose, and then I'll do a bit where I talk more about what I got. So see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.